Good morning. So today I'd like to follow up on something I've been talking about this week, and it is the topic of life's impermanence and how that can inspire us to find the beauty and the magic in every moment of our day. One of the core Buddhist teachings is something called the Five Remembrances, and these are five truths that are reminders of life's impermanence and our personal accountability. Paraphrase, they are the following. Number one, we cannot escape growing old. We cannot avoid becoming ill. We cannot avoid death. We cannot avoid being separated from all that we love because everything changes. And finally, we cannot escape the consequences of our actions. So we own our actions and their consequences. Now, I get it that these may seem harsh at first, but if you choose to look closer and to take a few moments to reflect, you'll see that there's immense beauty in accepting these truths and keeping them in the back of your mind as you go through life. So the five remembrances remind us that aging, illness, death, loss, and the consequences of our actions are inevitable aspects of the human experience. But because nothing is permanent, there is so much magic in every moment if we choose to see it. So, in essence, the five remembrances are prompting us to live more fully in the present moment and to make wise choices and be conscious and be mindful of our choices. So today's meditation is inspired from those concepts. So let's practice together. So let's begin by getting comfortable, whether you're sitting down or laying down. And I invite you to take a deep breath through your nose. Feel your belly expand. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale through your nose or through your mouth. Now let's do this one more time. Long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment and exhale through your mouth or through your nose. And at this point, you can gently close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And take a few more breaths. Few more deep breaths and observe the air as it goes in through your nostrils, down the back of your throat, into your chest. Notice as your belly expands. Hold for a moment, and then as you exhale, notice your belly contracting, your chest drops, and the air comes out through your nose or through your mouth. And just take a few more breaths, keeping your full attention on your inhale and your exhale. Just keep noticing, keep observing your breath. And notice how with every exhale, your body is relaxing a little bit more. And as your body is relaxing, so is your mind. As you're exhaling, you're feeling a little bit calmer with every exhale. If it helps, you can bring to mind a place where you feel calm and serene, whether that's on a beach, like for me, or on top of a mountain, or in a forest. And just keep that in your mind and, feel absolutely calm and grounded and relaxed. Keep noticing your breath. And now let's look for some magic. So the first remembrance says that aging is inevitable. So what do you choose to appreciate in yourself at the point where you are right now, whatever age that is? Maybe it's your physical strength. Maybe it's your resilience. Maybe it's the wisdom of your years. Maybe it's the relationships you've built. At this exact moment in your life is not going to come again. So what can you do today to cherish that moment? And just, ask that question, put the question out there and see what comes up. The second remembrance is about illness and how it's unavoidable. Now perhaps you feel great today, or you're in pain, or you're suffering, or you're somewhere in between. And as you breathe, I'd like you to notice the sensations in your body. I'd like you to notice whether there's some parts that are tense or maybe in pain. And I'd like you to breathe through those places that may bring you discomfort right now. And as you exhale, imagine you're exhaling that discomfort. You're exhaling the pain. And as you breathe through the pain, you notice a little more release with every exhale. And if it helps, you can imagine yourself bathed in a white healing light. You can just imagine this light going through every cell of your body, every muscle, every tissue, and bringing a little more release, a little more comfort with every breath. And even if it's just for one moment, try to savor this feeling of well-being that's coming from your breath as it goes through every part of your body. Now, we all know, I'm guessing, that death is unavoidable as well. And given this knowledge, how can you feel truly alive today? Take a deep breath and feel the life force coursing through you. What would it mean to live this day, this moment, as fully as you can? What would it mean to feel truly alive, to live fully? Now, if, as the fourth remembrance says, you will eventually be separated from all that you love, I encourage you to bring to mind someone that is near to you and dear to you, and think about how can you show your appreciation today. Imagine, maybe you will hug them a little tighter next time, or tell them how much they mean to you, or do something kind for them. But given how even that is not permanent, even our relationships or our connection to things we love, how can we appreciate them a bit more today? And finally, given that we own our actions and their consequences, I'd like you to reflect on a recent challenging situation and maybe think about a different way you could have responded to it that would be a little more graceful, a little more mindful, a little more intentional, because you have the power to create your results with your choices, to create your reality with your choices. And I'd like you to rest in that power and use that. And let all those questions linger. Let the answers come to you. Don't feel compelled to answer right now, but just keep them in the back of your mind. As you take a final deep breath, And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Now, the one thing I'd like you to take away from this today is that since nothing in life is permanent, not the joys nor the challenges, why not choose the magic every single moment we're alive, right? And there's a practice that you can take with you. Every day when you wake up, why don't you set an intention to notice one moment of magic in that day? Now, maybe that's a beautiful sunset. Maybe it's a kind word from someone or a kind word you say to someone. Maybe it's that perfect cold drink when it's really hot. Maybe it's just noticing the color blue, or for me, the color pink, right? So that's how you choose to see the magic in every single moment of your life and to find more joy in the present. So go out there, find the magic, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you for meditating with me. Namaste.